Croeso pawb to the game's under £15 PSN sale. This sale ends on the 23rd of June, so that's your last day to pick up these deals. Just a little bit of info for you. A lot of old Need for Speed games are having their online turned off soon, so if you've got an old one like Need for Speed Carbon or Hot Pursuit, they're turning off the online servers soon, so no more multiplayer. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's look at the games. Up first is All-Star Fruit Racing. It was released in 2018, so it's 3 years old, and it's on an 80% discount for the price of £3.19, which is really cheap. This is a kart racer, and it's basically a Mario Kart rip-off. You race on a variety of tracks with different characters, you get to customize your kart, and pick up a load of cool power-ups to shoot each other with along the way. It also features 4-player local and 8-player online multiplayer. So if you're a fan of Mario Kart, and you don't own a Nintendo console, you might just want to take a look at this, because at this price, it can't be that bad. Next up is God Eater 2 Rage Burst. It was released in 2016, so it's 5 years old, and it's on an 85% discount for the price of £6.74, which is really good. This enhanced version includes an additional chapter, a new Blood Rage mechanic, DLC expansion, and expanded game content. This is an action RPG where you join the God Eater Elite Squad on a mission to defeat the giant monsters called Aragami, to gather materials from them in order to research, but you soon realize you are being drawn into a conspiracy that will decide the fate of humanity. This is a cross-buy game, so you get the Vita version included for free, which is really cool. I have a Vita and I really love it. I wish more games offered cross-buy. This game will appeal a lot to fans of the anime and manga, but if you're not a fan of those, at this price you're getting a lot of game for your money, so you might just want to take a look at it anyway. It's still a really good price for a really good quality RPG. A racing game is next, Gravel Special Edition. It was released in 2018, so it's 3 years old, and it's on a 90% discount for the crazy price of £3.29. This edition includes the Season Pass, with all 5 expansions made up of cars, tracks and more. In this game you race around the world in a variety of environments, through 4 disciplines of cross-country, wild rush, stadium circuits and speed cross. It features over 60 events and 8-player online multiplayer. It may not be a AAA racing game, but hey, it looks pretty decent, and at this price you're getting a lot of extra content thrown in as well. So if you're looking for a cheap little racer, you might just want to have a look at this one. Gun Club VR is our next game. It was released in 2018, so it's 3 years old, and it's on a 75% discount for the price of £4.99, which is really good. This is a VR gun range game, where motion controllers are required, so if you don't have them you can't play it. In this game you get to access an arsenal of the world's most powerful weaponry, with highly detailed interactive weapon models that can be cocked, loaded, handled and fired, with hundreds of unlockable attachments and upgrades in hundreds of scenarios. It just looks like a lot of fun in VR, because you get to mess around with a huge variety of weapons in a load of fun range scenarios, like zombies or World War II, all sorts of cool things. You even get to play with knives and grenades. Basically, if you like guns and you have a VR unit, take a look at this game. We're going old school next. Mega Man Legacy Collection. It was released in 2015, so it's 6 years old, but they're much older games than that really, and it's on a 67% discount for the low price of £3.95, which is dirt cheap for 6 full games, as this collection includes the first 6 games, plus with a new added museum and challenge modes, so you get to see a load more extra behind the scenes stuff, which fans will love, and the challenger mode is something extra for you to try if you're up to it. These games are 2D action platformers, where you play the legendary Mega Man, fighting against the evil Dr. Wily and his robot masters, gaining the abilities of each robot master as you defeat them to become the ultimate robot hero of mankind. The second collection is also on sale for 60% off, £4.79 if you're interested in that too. These games are legendary, and that's for a reason. They're really good, they basically invented the genre, so if you're a fan of action platformers and you like a bit of a challenge, you'll really enjoy these. They're a really good collection of games at a ridiculous price. Well worth considering if you're interested. Up next is Mini Motor Racing X. It was released in 2019, so it's 2 years old, and it's on an 80% discount for the low price of £3.99. This is a micro racer that features hundreds of races, dozens of cars to unlock and upgrade, 8 championships, 52 environments, a battle mode, a bumper ball mode, and 4-player online and offline multiplayer. So that's a crazy amount of features for this low price, and it basically looks like a modern reimagining of Micro Machines, which was legendary back in the day. On a side note, this game is fully playable in VR with optional move controller support as well, So that's a huge amount of value for this price, especially if you've got a PSVR headset. You'll get a huge amount out of this game if you do. So if you like the sound of a micro racer, then why not take a look at it? You might just have a lot of fun with it. More racing next. NASCAR Heat 4 Gold Edition. It was released in 2019, so it's only 2 years old, and is on a 70% discount for the price of £8.69, which is really good, as this edition includes the £25 season pass, with an absolute ton of skins and challenges included. So that's a massive value for money. I mean, the DLC included is more than double what you're paying for the entire package, so that's really good. This racing game features dynamic user interfaces, a deeper career mode, a complete graphics and audio overhaul, team-based drafting, smarter competitive AI, and 40-player online multiplayer. So it includes quite a lot, but if you're not a NASCAR fan, then you should probably look at a normal racer instead, as NASCAR is not for everyone in America, and outside of America, it's practically non-existent. In which case, take a look at another racer. There's plenty for you to choose from. Our next game is Piece Worldseeker. It was released in 2019, so it's 2 years old, and is on an 86% discount for the price of £7.69, which is pretty good. This is an action-adventure game, where you join Luffy on an action-packed adventure to a never-before-seen island. It features an original story by Eiichiro Oda, full of twists and turns, dynamic gum-gum fruit-infused action, and battles with familiar enemies from the series. So if you're a fan of One Piece, and you like the idea of an action-adventure star in the cast, you'll love this game and get a lot out of it. But if you're not a fan of One Piece, then you might want to take a look at this, but there's definitely other options for you to consider as well. A UK favourite is next, Peaky Blinders Mastermind. It was released in 2020, so it's only a year old, and is on a 75% discount for the good price of £4.99. This is a puzzle game set in Birmingham during the aftermath of the Great War. Before the start of the famous TV show by the BBC, you get to control key members of the Shelby family, resetting time and changing each character's actions over and over again in order to finally succeed in your missions. Each character has different abilities, and it's about teamwork, utilising the right characters in the right order at the right time, in order to solve the puzzle and complete the missions. This looks like quite a fun puzzle game, and if you're a fan of the TV show, then you should really enjoy it. But if you're not a fan of puzzle games, or you don't fancy a Peaky Blinders one, then there's other ones for you to look at, so don't worry about it. Planet Alpha is our next game. It was released in 2018, so it's 3 years old, and is on a 75% discount for the low price of £3.99, which is really cool. This is a platformer, and after being marooned on an alien world full of mystery and danger, you must harness the power of night and day to escape the relentless enemies and survive. Hopefully you'll piece together your story as you explore this strange world, and find out what happened. I have to say this game looks beautiful, it looks really good, and the gameplay looks epic for a platformer, with some really beautiful visuals. So if you love platforming games, and you want something that's breathtaking to look at as well as play, then you should definitely take a look at this, because it looks real good quality, and it's at a good discount too. Next up is Raised. It was released in 2018, so it's 3 years old, and it's on a 70% discount for the crazy low price of £2.39. This is a speedrunning platformer, where you sprint through dynamic neon levels as quick as possible, using skills such as speed boosts, mega jumps, drifts, stomps, and strafes to optimize your runs. But beware, as too much ability use can cause you to literally explode. So this looks like an absolutely great game for people that like speedrunning, or playing games over and over again to perfect them. This game was literally designed for you. So if you like the sound of any of that, then why not take a look at it? Because this speedrunning platformer looks like real good fun for people who like that sort of thing. Next up is my star buy, The Bridge. It was released in 2015, so it's 6 years old, and is on at least an 85% discount for the price of £1.19, or 79 pence if you've got PS Plus, which is crazy cheap. This is a puzzle platformer, where you play 48 2D logic puzzles involving gravity, gravitational vortexes, parallel dimensions, and many more mind-bending concepts. I completed this a long time ago because it was free on PS Plus, and you know I like puzzle games, but I really enjoyed this game. It was really interesting, it was challenging without being frustrating, and it was just a really good fun puzzle game. If you like puzzle games, I definitely recommend it. I mean, it's my star buy, you've got to check it out, right? In any case, you should only stay away if you hate puzzle games, because it's a really decent game, and at this price, it's practically free. Tropico V is up next. It was released in 2015, so it's 6 years old, and it's on a 70% discount for the low price of £5.99. This is a real-time strategy game where you become the El Presidente as you reign over your tropical colonial island. It features over 100 era-specific buildings, advanced trading systems, research and renovations, and multiple play modes. I've played half of this game, and I really enjoyed it. I like RTS games, but I wouldn't necessarily have bought this one. But after having it free, I really enjoyed it. It's fun, and it's fairly different to other RTS games, and who doesn't like to change things up a little once in a while? In any case, if you like RTS games, definitely take a look at it. It's different, and it's good. And the final game I have for you is the Zombie Army Trilogy. It was released in 2015, so it's 6 years old, and is on a 90% discount for the price of £4.49, which is really decent. This is a third-person shooter, set in the dying flames of World War II as a legion of undead super soldiers have been unleashed upon Europe. It features 3 campaigns across 15 levels in the irradiated wastes of Germany, and it also includes 4-player online co-op, which is how it's meant to be played, and it makes it a bit like Left 4 Dead, but more serious and third person. So if you've got a bunch of friends to play this game with, you'll have a ton of fun. And it also supports stereoscopic 3D, which you have a 3D TV is really cool, but I'm also wondering if it'll work in VR. I don't know, but it'll be cool if it does. In any case, this looks like a really decent game if you like cooperative shooters, unless you're bored of zombies, in which case, take a look at something else instead, because you've got plenty of options. And that's all the games I have for you for the Games Under £15 PSN sale. What did you think of the games I picked? Did you like them? Did you hate them? What did you think of my star buy? Do you reckon it was a bad choice? Do you think something else should have been chosen instead? Leave all your complaints in the comments, we'll argue about it later. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss the next sale. But I hope you guys found some games you're interested in. And more importantly, I hope you guys saved a lot of money. I'll see you in the next sale. Hoil Vour.